Hi Stinkies, I'm going to show you how I achieved this look today. She's real cute, real casual. This is my first YouTube makeup tutorial, so please be kind. Anyways, my name is Yoseline and let's get into it. So we start off as a cutie little naked mole rat. I'm going to be using my Good Molecules Discoloration Serum. I've really been loving them lately. And we're going to go ahead and follow that with our Le Roche-Posay Moisturizer. I really love bringing all of my serums and moisturizers down my neck and my throat just to keep me very youthful. I used to be the biggest hater when it came to concealer as primer. But I really love the Kosas concealer and I pair it with my Anastasia Beverly Hills one. And I'll go ahead and dab the extra that I have on my finger right on my eyes just so that I can have a nice little base. And let me start this off with, you do not need the exact palettes that I'm using. Literally just get any nude pinkish tones, a little bit fleshy, pop that right in your crease and we're going to go ahead and blend that out. As you can see, I am literally following my bone structure and then flicking it a little bit at the ends just so we can add a little bit of pizzazz. Oh yeah, I did a food break. Make sure you guys are doing food breaks, especially since spooky season's coming. We're all going to be doing those creative looks that take hours, so please get some food. Anyways, we got this cool toned brown. We're going to pop that into the crease and then just ever so lightly blend it out. And you'll always see me go back and forth with all of my brushes just so I can create that seamless finish. And we'll go ahead and use whatever leftover product there is on the brush to just add a little bit more shape to the eye. And we're going to go ahead and do the same on the other side. I'm still trying to figure out if I like my left side, my right side. What we're looking at right now is my right side of the face. Or if I want to just do like a straight on thing. Just let me know in the comments and we will only get better from here. Anyways, back to the tutorial. I'm always going back and forth between eyes just to make sure that they're symmetrical, and we're just really focusing on putting the darkest shades in the crease and going back in with our fluffy brush just so that it's nice and diffused. And listen guys, don't be scared to go back in as many times as you want just to create that perfect finish. I will gladly do my makeup for hours. I have no shame. Anyways, we got our creepy cute palette. I've had this for years. I love this blue. It's so freaking pretty. We went ahead and tapped that over the center of our lid and used our little brown brush again to just blend them together. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit of white to, well, actually a lot of white to the inner corners of our eyes. I feel like this gives you the illusion of bigger eyes. Also, I just feel very ethereal, like a little angel baby, enchantress. I could use all the names, all the words. I feel very cute. And you can see here, I do kind of bring it down my nose because it is going to be a little guideline when I'm doing my nose contour later. If that's your vibe. If that's not your vibe, that's fine. And so we're going to start using some of our vintage makeup. It's not really vintage, but it is old. This is the Metal Crush palette. I ended up buying like 3 or 4 of these when it first came out because I was obsessed. It was really bad. And quick pro tip, use your finger if you're going to be applying any shimmers or highlights to the lids. It'll just pop on so much nicer. And so as you can see, some more vintage KVD. This is literally the Satan Center palette and we're just using it to make a nice little wing. We're pretty much just going to stamp it on and then diffuse it with a pointed brush. And then again, go back in with whatever else you think you need. And yes, babe, we are using the Pear soap to do our brows. I've tried so many brow products on the market and I feel like I just hate them all. They don't stick. They leave a white cast. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Anyways, we're going to curl our lashes and add mascara. I like to apply it to the base first, let it dry, and then add a second layer to the top. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of white to the brow bones just to really make them pop, and then add some highlight to them as well. And so I am currently in the market for a new primer. I'm just using the e.l.f. Putty Primer for now. It works fine, but I don't love it. I want something that's a little bit more illuminating. We are using the Kosas foundation, and I love that. I love to just warm up the product on the back of my hand, and this is going to be for everything that I use. Before I even apply it to the face, just so that once I start bringing everything together, it just literally melts into your skin. And I know that may sound kind of scary, but trust me, you want your makeup to melt into the skin, to mold as well. Oh yeah, make sure you get your ears. To all become one. You don't want it to be sitting on top of your skin, right? That's when it ends up looking cakey. We don't want it. Also, when the hell did they come up with Morphe too? I had been a sad girl for some time and not really in the makeup community. And the last thing I remembered was that all the Morphe stores were getting closed and they weren't telling any of their employees. But I guess they're popping again. I don't know the lore, so if someone could fill me in, thanks. And so as you can see, I am not dragging this. I mean, it looks like they're a little bit, but I'm not. I'm not dragging the brush. I'm letting it do a little bouncing thing. I'm letting it blend on its own. I'm not doing the work. The brush is doing the work, babe. But so essentially, wherever I put that bronzer or contour, that's where I want it. I don't want it going all over the place. So that's why we have to be really strategic with our placement because shit can get crazy quick. Also, I thought this would be a great time for me to mention that I'm not the best at nose contour. So I'm just kind of doing whatever feels good for me, all right? And so I need you to be listening very closely to this next part. We are going to apply our concealer under our eyes and maybe any areas you want to on your face. Let it sit. We're going to apply a little bit of blush and highlight directly to our hand, warm it up like I showed you earlier, and then apply it directly to your face wherever you think you may need it. Blend, blend, blend. As you can see, our concealer is still in place. And if you bring your blush a little too far down, that's all right, baby. No shame in the game. Just get your foundation brush and blend that out a little bit so it looks cutesy again. And we're going to ever so lightly go into the side of our nose contour. And do you see how I'm kind of connecting it with that white from the eyeshadow earlier? And we don't want to be blowing this concealer out all over the nose. We just want to ever so lightly buff it in certain areas. Don't really bring it under the eye just yet. You can go ahead and blend out the extra concealer that you put either around your nose or wherever else you felt like you needed more coverage. And this is where it all comes together, baby. We are going to blend the edges of our concealer with the edges of the blush. We're going to marry them and they're going to love it. But see, we still have that wet concealer right under my eyes. I don't know why we have the concealer on my forehead though, so I definitely should have done that earlier. That was a my B situation. And so we are going to be setting our blush first. Yeah, babe, our blush first. So I need to go back and make sure everything's nice and blended out with a little damp beauty blender, and then set the blush, set our under eyes. Do you see how I'm not looking down pretty much that entire time? Don't look down. And so one more time, we set our blush with blush. We blend out our under eyes. We're going to powder our under eyes. Don't look down. And it's going to look gorgeous. If you look down, you're just going to end up creasing your eyes extra bad and it's not going to be cute. And this is one of my biggest tips so you don't get cake face, unless that's your vibe again. Set everything with the corresponding powder. So your liquid blush, powder blush, liquid contour, powder contour, whatever the heck it is, you know, do it. I personally do not feel like I should be powdering my entire face and then powdering it again because it just doesn't look cute. It doesn't look nice. I like a nice velvety satin finish. I don't want to look sweaty, but I don't want to look dry either. So I feel like this works for me. I love doing my beauty marks. If you don't have beauty marks, low-key, add a couple extra. Why not? I used to make them really big, and I would call them my dinosaur spots because I kind of felt like they looked like little dinosaur eggs, you know, like when you see them in cartoons. So we're going to go ahead in with the Maybelline Lifter Liner. I believe this is Let's Bounce. We're going to line our lips. I have been loving these lately. I feel like they really stay on and I don't have to like reapply it a million times. There's some lip liners that I think are cute, but they just do not stay. This NYX one or NYX, I'm not too sure. It's all right. It's not the best, but I feel like the color was really pretty. I've really been loving those kind of gray tones. I think it's like subtly beige or something like that. The soft matte lip creams, I've been using those since high school. I love those. Always and forever, babe. Also, normally I do my lower lash line before I put my concealer on, but I think I was just nervous this time because I knew that I would be hopefully uploading this. I say hopefully because I've been wanting to make YouTube videos for years and I just, honestly, I haven't believed in myself. All right, whatever. I'm going to say, yeah, I haven't believed in myself, but it's Virgo season. My birthday's in 2 days. Actually, I might be posting this on my birthday, the 18th. So, woo! And I'm ready. I feel good. And so we literally just added one individual lash, yeah, like a little itty bitty piece of lash to the ends of both of the eyes. And that's pretty much it. I don't really do lashes like that anymore. Add a little bit of that highlight to, what is it, your clavicle and the shoulder, and then just bam, work it. Look at her. This is your reminder to just keep going, even if you think you don't like things. Remember in the beginning of the video where I was saying I almost gave up because I just was not enjoying the blue? But look at how gorgeous and sickening it looks. Like it really is that little pop of color that we needed. Maybe next time we'll go for a more au naturel look. But for now, I am absolutely living. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. And I will see you next time. Love you. Bye.